presumably those who knew Ian and Grace as well.
To me, manslaughter is when you have
Put it in the middle of my neck, Otis.
Huh?
Put the camera, the phone in the middle of my neck. Very good. You know, you listen, Otis. You're a very good boy.
How can you say that's an accident?
Later that morning, Ian
But back
Coates
then,
was also stabbed to death.
Here,
Alicante
getting
stole
down.
his van, driving it deliberately at pedestrians in the
Simple,
city
yeah.
centre. Grace's
Become
family
lazy.
believe there will be lessons to learn from his
Drove
mental health
over him.
treatment in the months
Drove
before
on.
the attacks.
The bloke drove into
A
him.
person like this shouldn't be allowed to walk around in society.
It was a beefy.
You
Drove
can't have
into
someone like
three
this
people, killed
who
them.
is around children, around the elderly, around vulnerable people. Someone who's ruined families ultimately. He's ruined.
Put it back up on top. Otis.
To be honest, it's ruined.
On top of my neck. Put the phone on top.
Calicani will now be sentenced for 3
There we
counts
go.
of
Very good
manslaughter
man.
and 3 counts of attempted murder.
And 3 sets of families and friends whose lives were changed forever after that summer morning.
That's right, and it has been an especially harrowing morning for those 3 families and their friends who packed into the courtroom here. At one stage, Barnaby and Grace's families had to leave the court because distressing details were about to be read out. Barnaby's mother, Emma, shouted "pig" at Valdo Calicani, who was sitting in the dock. Earlier, she'd broken down in tears as the prosecutor described the merciless attack on her son. We also heard about the incredible bravery of his friend Grace, who tried to protect Barnaby by fighting off their
Sit on it,
for
sit on
30
it.
seconds before she too was stabbed multiple times. Barnaby's friends and family disagree profoundly with the decision of the Crown Prosecution Service not to pursue a murder trial against Valdo Calicani, who gave his name in court today as Adam Mendez. We heard he would have been aware of the nature of his conduct that morning despite his paranoid schizophrenia. We were told he believed that MI6 was spying on him. He'd attacked a police officer. He'd also attacked 2 work colleagues just a month before the stabbings last June. But he was left in the care of community mental health services despite often not engaging with them or taking his medication. This afternoon we expect to hear what will no doubt be extremely moving victim impact statements from the families and friends of the 3 victims, and Calicani will be sentenced in the coming days.
Ben Chapman, thank you very much, thank you. To the Middle
Okay,
East, where
Otis.
the Israeli army says
Now stand up,
24
Otis.
soldiers were killed in the Gaza Strip
Take your phone.
yesterday in the deadliest day for its troops
Okay,
since
go
the war
to the
against
chair.
Hamas began.
And then I'll call you
Israel's
later,
Prime
okay?
Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to press ahead.
You heard me. Thank you so much, Otis.
The freedom of more than 100 hostages still held captive in Gaza. The Hamas-run health ministry says more than 25,000 Palestinians have been killed in the war. The Prime Minister says the UK would not hesitate to act again after joining the US in carrying out a second set of joint airstrikes in Yemen overnight. 8 Houthi targets were hit. Western allies describe it as proportionate and necessary to deter Iranian-backed militants in attacking Red Sea shipping. This lunchtime Labour gave its backing to the action despite not having been briefed beforehand. But Sir Keir Starmer did question how effective the strikes really are.